Good morning internet and welcome back to the channel. So it's Monday, it's the 25th of November and it's just gone 10 o'clock. Yeah. Right. As we all know, Storm Bert, and what it did was pretty horrific in a lot of places. Now, Wales in the UK, it took a battering, there's no two ways about it, and there's people that follow me that are from Wales, so I'm hoping that you're all safe, you're all well, and your families and everybody else. Anyway, you know, it's a terrible thing. Mother Nature these days seems to be unleashing its power, something awful, but yeah, I hope everyone is safe, I really do. I believe that the UK is still getting quite a bit of it still. Us here, we got strong winds, we got rain. To be fair, we're used to that here, that's what we get, you know, so it didn't make a huge difference to us. It's a little bit sunny at the moment, although heavy rain is forecast today. But just to recap again, I hope everyone is okay. I know there were fatalities, which is awful. But anyway, okay, that's it. I just wanted to say that. Okay, so now, this video today, it's definitely not riding weather. It's horrible out there. Like I say, there's a bit of sunshine at the moment, but it's not nice. One good thing is the temperatures are slightly up. If you remember when I did the relays, which was only Friday, I do believe, I was in here with coats and hats and all sorts of things. Today, wow, it's nearly summertime. Not quite. But for everyone that follows me, and if you cast your minds back, I injured my foot at the beginning of this year for them there stairs behind me. And I got up the other morning and my foot is, I don't know what I've done to it, I haven't got a clue. I went to bed on the night, there's nothing wrong with it, got it in the morning, it's, but of course, it's a lot of arthritis in it as well, and this cold weather, so I'm hobbling a bit at the moment. So to be fair, even if it was lovely weather, I wouldn't be outside. So, I've got the Himalayan, in fact I'll turn you around, look, I've got the Himalayan up on the ramp, yeah, there she is, look. Perched up there. And so what I'm going to do is, in fact I'm going to put that there for a minute, then I'm going to go across there. So basically what I intend to do over the next few days, which I do every year to the bikes, is well, obviously not the Gorilla because that's just at its service. I mean, I'll check the obvious things, but this one and the Meteor will be serviced over the next few days, and what I'm going to start with is it'll do the oil will be changed, the valve clearances will be checked, front and rear brakes will be cleaned, the chain will be cleaned and adjusted, the suspension linkage at the bottom, which is an important part on these bikes because there has been a lot of instances where this is seized up. Now, I'm going to be honest, on my bike, hang on, let's just turn us back round here for a minute. On my bike, I don't think that's too crucial because I don't off-road, and so it doesn't really get much of a punishment. This bike hasn't done 5,000 kilometres yet, and so I've stripped that linkage down once anyway, re-greased it all, but I'm going to do it again. Preventive maintenance. I'm a big believer in preventive maintenance. So today is only going to be a short video. Today is cleaning the chain, checking the chain adjustments and re-oiling it. That's it. That's all that's going to be done today. And then probably tomorrow I'll do the linkage or the day after. It's all according how the week goes and what slots in. But over the course of the next few days, that's what the videos are going to be. Now, I've probably put these on before, but of course people are still buying these bikes, and why not? They are a brilliant bike. I think these bikes are an excellent bike, and if you want to keep them excellent, then do the maintenance on them. So, I mean, for those of you who've seen it before and it doesn't interest you, skip through the parts. It's, you know, that's what YouTube is all about with these videos. You can choose to watch or not choose to watch. But please, don't bother telling me, why have you put this on again? You've done it before. I know that. I'm doing it because, just because you might have seen it before and you don't want to watch it again. Somebody could have been out and bought one of these bikes and doesn't know, and that's why I do it. And plus the fact I enjoy doing it. It's as simple as that. So, and it gives me something to do. Instead of hobbling around on this foot, I'm going to be sitting down clearing the chain. So let's get started. I'm going to put my gloves on, and hopefully, he says, hold on. It's all right. I had these on the other day. Waste not, want not, eh? Reusable. Think of the planet. All this. If it wasn't for us causing so much trouble over all these years, you know, we wouldn't be getting all these weather systems now. I'm sure someone's going to disagree with me on that one. But yeah, COP29, eh, as they say, all talking about what we're going to do. Is anybody actually going to do it? Hang on, something just doesn't seem quite right here. I wonder why that would be. Try putting it on the right way around would be extremely useful. Right, okay. So, without further ado, let's get cracking, shall we? Now, like I say, this isn't going to be a long one. I want to get you in a position where you can see basically what I'm doing, just in case you are interested in this. That should be about right there. I think that covers about everything, does it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get myself sat down here. Oh, dear. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this front cover off first of all, so we can get into the sprocket, and that will give us a bit of access to that, and we can clean out all the gunge that's inside there, which there probably isn't going to be like loads of it, but you never know, do you? It doesn't hurt to keep things nice and clean. So yeah, Storm Burt, going back to that, you can't, what you see on the television, you know, what it causes, the disaster to what it causes. Oh yes, I forgot about this one. I can't get in there, can I? Right, you'll have to excuse me because I've done the same thing again. I always forget that I can't get in there with a socket because of these bars. So I just have to get this on here. I mean, hopefully I can get this ratchet spanner in here. Maybe I can't. Should remember this from last time, really. Oop. Just bear with me a minute. Let me get this on here like this. Okay. There you go. Once you get it cracked, it'll be okay, and hopefully do it by hand. Will make life a bit easier. Yeah, it's the devastation of. I saw one, and this was in Wales. Some chap who's got his own business, is mechanic, and in his garage, and you know the damage that's been done to his stuff, and you know, I don't know. You feel so sorry for him. It's his, you know, it's his livelihood, and you think, well, you know. I just felt so sorry for the guy, you know. It's just awful, isn't it? Eh? It really is. I mean, it's okay for people like me who just potter round in here. This is just my hobby, but when it's your livelihood that's been ruined, it is terrible. Isn't it funny? The one that you can't get at is always the one that hangs on right to the very end, eh? Okay. I remember these engine bars, they are a bit of a pain in the backside actually. Not as in pain as pain, but they certainly make this job a bit more awkward. There you go. Ah, there, right, and we'll get him out of there like that. Now see, that's what we want to get rid of, all that gunge and horrible stuff there, right? You know, there's actually in there, hopefully you can see that. You know, there is a bit of dirt here, but all in all, it's not too bad. We'll just get these bits and pieces cleaned out, yeah? Okay, so we're going to take this back bit off, the chain guard off, so we can give that a clean as well. And it gives us a little bit more extra to get to the guard, to get to the chain, sorry, not the guard. Oh, this is so easy to take off, but it just makes it, you know, keep it as clean as you can. It's going to be better, isn't it? You agree? Yeah. Again, oops. There's a little bit of that. Little bit of a spacer that stayed in that one, which I'll just put back on there. Okay, again, I mean, that's not too bad. There's just a few bits and pieces. Right, okay, so there we go, all exposed, yeah? Hopefully, let's just make sure that this is in the right place again. Me and cameras are terrible. We really are. Yeah, I think that's right. Now, so to clean the chain, I always use paraffin. You know, I mean, it's a good cleaner. You're not going to damage your O-rings. In fact, you're not going to damage anything. You know, just give it a wipe on. Section at a time. I mean, we're lucky here in France. People use a lot of paraffin because, believe it or not, it's one of our main forms of heating, paraffin or wood, yeah? Now obviously my chain isn't very dirty because I do this on a regular basis. Let me just get my cloth. So, you know, my chains don't get that dirty, and like I said, I don't off-road. I mean, if you off-road, obviously, you know, the chains become dirtier quicker and need a lot more maintenance, but you know, I don't and wouldn't, because it doesn't interest me. But if you do, of course, then it puts a whole different ball game on it. So there's no real dirt on this chain. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that I did clean it up, but all the rollers, as I'm doing this, the rollers are just so free, you know, so yeah. And of course this is still the original chain that came with the bike. The rear sprocket isn't, because if you remember, I changed that. Now we'll give this a wipe as we go along and get that clean. Like I said, it doesn't take long to really do this at all, but it is a really important part. You know, there's a lot of people that just seem to forget about the chains, and you know, and they just sort of take it for granted. And I have heard a few people, you know, and again, you know, I'm not knocking these people, because at the end of the day, it's your bike, who say, yeah, I don't bother with my chain, you know, I just get it, use it, and that's it. And you know, that's fair enough, isn't it? You know, whatever you do when you're doing this, just be careful when you've got your hands down here. And I'm not trying to tell anyone to suck eggs, but I've seen someone get the fingers caught in this, and it is not a pretty sight at all. They ended up with a very mangled finger. So yeah, err on the side of caution. And I'll find one to talk about that, because I always go talking away when I'm doing these things, and it doesn't help. See, again, because I use, or I've started again to use gear oil to lubricate my chains. The good thing is you don't get a huge build-up of old, you know, it just seems to clean off easily, you know. I mean, chains are messy, there's no two ways about it, you know. I don't care who says what, you know. Keeping your chains clean and tidy, it's not a job that probably we all love doing, you know. I mean, I enjoy doing maintenance, but it's not my favourite job by any means. Still, but I still maintain that using the paraffin to clean the chain has got to be one of the best things. I know you can go out and you can buy all the fancy cleaners, and I get that, you know, but paraffin does a great job, you know. Well, I think it does anyway. Okay. Right. Just do this last section here, and then that's done the complete all the way around the chain. Okay. Give this a good cleaning as we go. I mean, this is just, it's not dirt that's on it, so I mean, you can keep going and going and going, but you're not, it's not dirt that's going back on this, it's just the residue of the paraffin. So just have a look at that one tooth there. Oh no, yeah, it looks a little bit, no, it's okay. It's alright, there was a bit on it, it made it look like the tooth was a bit strange, but it wasn't. Okay, turn him a few times. So what I'm going to do the bottom here all the way along again. Like that. Okay, that's it. And then I'm going to do the top all the way along again. Just to make sure that this is getting nicely cleaned off. Like I say, chains tend to be a thing that get forgotten, you know. Some people just, you know, whack on the oil, but just don't clean the old stuff off. And even gear oil attracts dirt, you know. You can't help it, can you? Any sort of oil will attract the dirt. It's as simple as that. Okay, so that's well soaked in there. Yeah. Oops, daisy, give me back my rag, thank you. Okay. Its front sprocket again. I mean, these sprockets, there's no wear on them at all, mind you. As I said, the bike is only done, well, it's coming up to just under 5,000 kilometres, so, you know, I don't expect it to yet. Okay. This is the one you've got to be careful on with your fingers. It's so close here that if you're not careful. Oops. Sorry. Right. Okay. That'll do for a bit. Right. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to get me a screwdriver. Yeah. And we will degauge some of this dirt out from here at the front sprocket. Now hopefully you can see this in here. Look at that, eh? This is the stuff that we want to get rid of now, because this is the stuff that if you don't get it out, sooner or later it'll just fall off itself. So you might as well get in there. My phone again. You can always rely when I'm doing a video. I mean, you should be able to scrape most of this out, and then you got a little bit down there, chucks itself in there, and there, look, bits and pieces in there, look. Considering the roads around there, well, it's not too bad actually. Okay, now what we want to do here is just across this rubber here as well, you know, your guide, your chain guide, you can get quite a bit off that, just lifting your chain up. Same the other side as well, taking great care with your hands. Right, so I'm just gonna get off. I know I start off thinking I'm all organised this morning, I've got everything here, and then you realise that you haven't, and of course you leave yourself wide open then to all the critics say, look at him, he's walking round the garage not getting himself ready. Okay, so get a bit of this in here just to get that off there, like that, and a bit of a scrub down there. Okay. Just poke all that behind there like that, so that's nice and clean in there. Get all this out of there. Look at that. Right, like a new bike ish. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good there. I'm just gonna take it off this back one here. Clean off some of the swinging arm, as much as this rubber I can get to here. Get him up there at the side. Okay. Right. Get a little bit more of this. I mean, once I've done all this work on the bike this time, I shall get it outside and give it a good wash. And then that's it then. Right. Oops. As he whacks the camera. So, racing towards Christmas, huh? Now, you know what? Every year at Christmas time, I've said, excuse me, I've got to have a cough. I've said that I want to get down and have a ride round the Christmas lights, just to basically see how well it'll come out on the GoPro, you know. And but every year I've been forced back, and I haven't got it. Just giving like right. So, okay, I'm going to get this out of here now. Right, again. Just a bit of build up here, look. There's not much, again, you know, considering I haven't taken this cover off for like 12 months really. Well, no, probably a bit less than that. But got a few stones in here, you know, which again isn't good near the chain. But yeah. Okay. Get in there and then a lot of this is this chain wax, not chain wax, but the spray that I was using. I mean, it wasn't a wax. It was the little one that I used for some time, and I used that because it wasn't particularly sticky, you know. But it does build up still, and it dries, and you know it is sticky, and that's the trouble. This is what it attracts then. You know, it attracts all the dirt and the mess, and then it like that there, bits and pieces stick to it, you know, and before you know where you are, you can have the stones that stick to this falling back onto your chain. So yeah. Okay, so give that a bit of a dry out. So this is, it's nice and clean there. No more stones caught in there, look. There you go, hey. Is that all nice and clean? Let's give the outside a clean. Okay. and we'll just put him down there like that. Now the last thing we got to do, and again this isn't particularly dirty. Look, there's a few little bits on it, but nothing much. But there's no point putting it back dirty. You might as well clean it off. Like I said, there isn't much to clean off it at all, really. Okay, so we're going to clean him off. That's that all done, yeah? Lovely job. Right, I'm just going to put him down there. We'll get rid of this mess first of all. I think we finished with the, yeah, we have with the paraffin. That'll just all wash off when I clean it off. There's no real bad bits left. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this a minute, so hang on a sec. And I'm going to get my ruler, because we're going to check the adjustment on the chain as well, which I think it'll be okay, but just to make sure, does it? I'm just going to get the splashes off this. There you go. Right, okay. Just put that down there. We'll get that one down there. Get the few drips up here. Oh, that was a nice blob of grease. I think I'll clean that one up later. Right. Let's see what we've got, shall we? Oopsie daisy. Where are we? Where's my bit of me measuring stick here? Actually, this is my wrong one. Hang on, bear with me. Another excuse for people to say, oh look, he's walking around again. Oh dear. No, no. Right, hang on. Right. Getting down there, I think. And that's fine. I thought it would be, because yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I have it hasn't had huge use, yeah, so you know. Okay, so the next step, let's get some more oil back on this, yeah. Now you don't need loads, you really don't, because it will distribute itself round. Now let's not forget, when we re-oil this chain, yeah, what we're actually doing is we're actually coating these rollers, yeah. That's what we're doing. Every one of these rollers, like mine, spin really nice. So we're coating them up so that as they roll, just turn a bit there, as they come off that there, yeah, like that, and it turns off, that's what you're doing, yeah. That's what the lubrication is for, yeah. You're not going to re-lubricate where the O-rings are down here. That's not going to happen. Yeah, they are sealed at the factory. Yeah, so when you put it on, you are simply making it so that it runs off your two sprockets and the rollers roll off. That is what it is all about, nothing else. Yeah, okay, so that chain is nice and clean, as you know, I mean as clean as it's, there is no dirt in it at all. So I use gear oil. Yeah, it's nice and thick and it doesn't float off. Okay, so let's get back. Now what I do is I literally do a section there, I do a section there, and don't forget this chain is already, you know, there's plenty of lube on it, and we'll do one last section there, and then if you want you can do the whole thing, spread it out, and that's it. That chain is perfectly lubed up, absolutely perfect. Now people might disagree with me, I'm sure someone out there will, but that's how I've done my chains all my life. And I've got to be honest and say, I've never, like this chain, right? This chain is the original chain. It's in excellent condition. It hasn't stretched. It runs perfectly. It's beautiful. That's what it's all about. And for me, that's good enough. Right. So we'll stick this lot back on. Yeah. That one in there. And that one in there. Tighten him down. Okay. Now there's bound to be a torque setting for these, I would imagine, but for things like this, I'm not really bothered with the torque settings. You can tell after years of working on them when it's tight and when it's sufficiently tight. So there you go. Yeah, that's that one done. Even sounds nice. Right, let's get this front sprocket cover on. Are we in the right place? Yeah. Okay. Get him onto this here. It's always a little bit. Mind you, put it on the right way, Colin, and then you might actually get somewhere. Dearie me. It's me foot that's bad, not me brain. Well, that's my excuse anyway. Okay, just get him in there, and this one in here. Now, should I put this one in first, do you think? Probably should, actually. I probably should. So let me just take this back out again. Like I say, I do like these engine bars, but they are a bit of a pain in the bum, because on both occasions, when I change the oil as well, and here, when I do the valve clearances, they sometimes they can be a bit more, cause more problems. I won't say that than they're worth, but at the moment they are beginning to be a bit of a pain. So hang on a sec, I need to get that, that's it, in like that. Okay, that's that one on. And now we can put this one on. Right. Just nip him up. There's no need to be aggressive with it. You know, don't forget, it's all going into aluminium. The last thing we need is to strip it. Now, wouldn't it be nice if this did up with your fingers? At least most of the way, and it is actually. Look at that, eh? It's very thoughtful of it. Right, that's it. So, that's chain cleaned, chain adjusted. I'm going to turn this round there again and put this up here and get everybody in the right position. So that's the chain cleaned. Chain's been adjusted. I'm not too sure that is the right position, mind you. There you go. And all I got to do now is clean up the mess on the floor and tidy up. So that's job one done. And then, yeah, okay. I mean, I could go it all through today and get it done. I'm not going to. I'm going to rest my foot. I've got other things to do. So that leaves the suspension linkage to do, which I'll probably do that in the next job. We've got the front and back brakes to do. We've got the oil to change. We've got the tappets or the valve clearances to check. And I want to oil these cables as well and get them all done. So this bike then will be totally ready for next year. And hopefully in April, if we have some decent weather, and I'm really hoping we do, me and the Himalayan will be heading up towards Normandy to meet Pete. And we didn't do it this year. The weather, because of my commitments and obviously Pete's commitments, you know. So when we actually could do it, the rain was absolutely awful. So, you know, we sort of cancelled it. But we was talking last night, and with a bit of luck, next year, you know, April, Mayish time, hopefully we'll meet up, and yeah, it'll be nice. Right, okay, so that's the first job done. Like I said, if you've seen it all before, I'm sorry, but people come and go, new people come. If it's any help, like I say, that's how I do mine. You know, I use the paraffin, I use gear oil. I like to keep it, you could see there wasn't much dirt behind the stuff that I took off, because I do like regular maintenance, I do like to keep them clean. I'm a great believer that if you look after any machine, it will look after you. So, that's how I do mine. I'm not saying it's the right way, I'm not saying it's the way that you should do your bikes. You do yours how you want. I think it works, and I think it works extremely well. But it's got to be your choice. Yeah? This world is not here for everybody to tell everybody else what to do. I simply put my point of view over. It's up to you whether you want to do it or not. Okay, on that, I'm going to end this video. It's still looking pretty sunny outside. It's very, very wet, but it's still looking sunny. But that's the way it's going to be, I think. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If this has been of any use to you, a thumbs up will be really appreciated. And if this is the first time that you've stumbled across me and you think, you know, this guy's not too bad, hit that little down in your right hand corner, it says drone on, click on that, come up, subscribe, that would be even better. Thank you so much, catch you in the next video, and bye for now.